look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta, I still gotta, I still gotta.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lance going to put it up right away. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
On play action, Lance. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
11.
Running left, here's Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Bengals at 13-1 now on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here is 3rd and 5. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They held them to just 13 points in the game. And truthfully, you can't expect them to play much better than that. That's excellent defense.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Lance now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, Burton. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other eye.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Lance. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be P.I. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against it.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Running left is Miller. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Working from the gun, Lance. This is Miller, complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. And they'll run for it with Miller. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Takes it to about the 37. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Olave. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And Lance will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Let's go now.
17-0 our score after one. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll try the right side here with Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll run it again with Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bengals will get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know...
And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Throwing on 1st down, but
to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Good start. 11.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here we go.
They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1.
11 MC. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Gun. Dot. 11, mighty. 11. Dot.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
12. 11, mighty. 12. Dot.
Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. They'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have opened the lead up to 30. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Lance. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Austin is there and brings in another one. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Hey, we got to go score.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll let it fly for Austin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And Burrow going to throw again. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Third down and 13.
Panther 11.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Okay, right.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 1 second, all that remains. Escaping the pressure right. Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Saints nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Come on. Hey. 70 Ranger.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And quickly, they get to the line.
50 series. Ready.
On first down, Lance. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Murphy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And Lance, he's going to change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
The kick by Lutz is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front.
the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up second and 11.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. This one finds Austin out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
79 Broncos. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That is caught. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. In motion right, Olave.
Ready.
From midfield, here's Lance. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance on the move to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and down.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Miles Murphy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Throwing now is Lance. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Sheds him off at the 45. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneers. Ready,
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Got it. Ready.
Now a 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Oh, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Check. Panther. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit.
Touchdown, Bengals! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals extend their fourth-quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. An audible here to get a new look.
Ready.
Desperation time here. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Unlock Lions. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. The out route, he finds Hardman. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
65 cat.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
18 Rattler. Panther 11.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back.
On the set.
Lance now on first down. They'll roll him out right. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Striker, 3-3. Set, huh?
Now a play fake. Lance looking deep here for Dobbs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
Ready. Field black. Set, go.
Lance looks to throw again. Finding Miller once more, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Ready.
Now Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Blaster, 6. Ready.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll go for it. Lance. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Miller is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Lance going to try to throw for this. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check smash, check smash.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And Lance's throw is on target to Likely. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this.